Which kinds of wins does Oscar Piastri not consider real? Did the drivers think that the FIA was too cautious in Spa? And who does Charles Leclerc think has very cold blood? Here is a summary of the interesting things that we learn at the Hungarian F1 drivers press conference on Media Day. And I'm doing all 6 drivers because I didn't feel like there were enough interesting things to justify 2 videos. Firstly, Ocon believes that they do have a quick car, they just need to align everything, and that's why they struggled in Belgium. Comparatively, Gasly thinks they are making the right strategy calls and the team is very motivated. It's the performance that they're lacking. However, they are being realistic. They know where they are with the car, and so they are focusing quite a bit on 2026. And then there was Piastri, who said that he doesn't count sprint wins as real wins. And at least for the McLaren F1 team, they're not really rewarded for sprint race wins, but they are penalised rather heavily if things go wrong in those races. Also, I thought it was kind of sweet that he said that he does think he can win the championship, but given the level that his teammate is at, he will need to bring his best. Speaking of his teammate, he did say that even after they win the Constructors' Championship, nothing will change in terms of how they can race each other. They've always been allowed to race each other. Finally, for this group, they were all essentially asked whether they feel like the FIA was a bit too cautious in Spa regarding the rain. In summary, they said the FIA was correct in being conservative, especially given the horrific history at that circuit and what had also happened at Silverstone just a couple of weeks ago. They think that the drivers just need to work with the FIA to kind of fine-tune things. Moving on to Group 2, Stroll said that as of right now, it's on the weekends where there are irregularities that allow them to score more points. So their focus is on 2026, and he kept repeating that it is a very exciting time with these new regs coming in. Continuing with the team theme, Lawson said that the team's consistency has improved recently, but I think the more interesting part was when he said that Laurent Mekies is one of his favourite people in the paddock. Mekies is a very good person, he's very open to talking on a personal level, and often he's one of the first people to arrive on Thursday morning. Also, Lawson highlighted that currently, even on tracks where it's easier to overtake, qualifying is becoming more and more important. Finally is Leclerc. He said that at the beginning of the season, they had to set up the cars in very extreme ways, which meant that the drivers were making more mistakes. But his questions were mainly focused on Fred Vasseur. Leclerc said that Fred has always had very cold blood in tough moments, which helps to make the team a bit more lucid. Also, Fred is a big driver in Leclerc's optimism regarding the direction of the team. And for now, Leclerc is fully dedicated to trying to make Ferrari great again.